All right, we back now. So now I gotta start all over again. Damn it. Y'all know I don't be doing. Okay. I am so sorry about that. I'm just sitting here talking and it ain't no sound. Hello. Hotel blessings, everybody. I hope everybody is well. Coming up on the weekend, getting ready to get it in. Whatever you do, sip, take a two, chill, whatever. I hope everybody's doing well. And for those of you that's going through it, first of all, Queen Common Sense in the building. Shout out to Michigan because they are catching hell over there. And we got a lot going on with our people, y'all. They've been without power for a good little minute now. And allegedly they working on it, but you know, sadly they don't give a fuck about us. So shout out to Michigan, sending my love and healing that way, because I've got down in the Midwest and been without power for weeks, damn near a month in some situations, where you know a whole grid blew in Chicago, and we were stuck. So that's why I say y'all got to be ready. You know, you got to have some Girl Scout, Boy Scout training, some survivalist training, because no matter where you live, you never know where that will come in handy. You know, y'all poke fun at those of us who are into the outdoorsy, hippie, woodsy camping and shit like that, you know, but hey, I can tell you within the past 3 or 4 years, going through massive outages, hurricanes, tornadoes, you know, the Girl Scouts came in handy. Outward bound, where, you know, back then that's where you got teased if you did anything like mountain climbing, hiking, camping, fishing, anything outdoorsy was considered what white folk do. But my little native white Oreo, whatever you want to call it, I learned some shit and it helped me survive, you know, and having a family. All I gotta say is we made it, goddammit. But yeah, so anyway, I mean, I just hope y'all doing good. I really do. And for those of us who are going through it, keep your chin up. Don't let that crown fall down. Keep pushing. Fuck the haters. Because people gonna hate on you no matter what. No matter what. And that kind of, you know, ties into what I kind of wanted to just, you know, rant about. You know, I'm kind of spoiled. I'm a Virgo. I rant, you know, talk shit, you know, very analytical. So I just, you know, we just got to be careful with the karma that we dealing with. Karma's all around us. And this, I was saying on my other one, you know, I'm very fortunate and very blessed to be able to say that I attended a Black university. And it wasn't easy. And I think, excuse me, it was a little bit more difficult than if I had to, had a choice of attending, say my community college. I mean, I did. I think if I did attend community college, I wouldn't have had half the fucking problems I did attending a Black college. And this was the karma. Had nothing to do with the program that I chose. That was hard too, but goddamn it, you're there to learn. You ain't there to fucking socialize all the time. You're supposed to have a balance. Excuse me. But I grew up in an era, where we was labeled Generation X. I grew up in the 70s, 80s era. And that was back when it was higher learning for Black folks was the thing to do. And it was serious. We took that shit real serious. And we were very militant with it. Organized. We had our plan together for the most part on what we wanted to do, how we wanted to shape our life after high school. And it wasn't if I go to college, it's when. It was when I go to college. That's how I remember my little cell of friends, how we used to talk to each other. When we go to college, it's very important how you speak to yourself, how you speak things into existence. No matter what faith you choose, karma has everybody's address. And a lot of people don't realize that they generate their own karma, their own results of how they handle themselves in many different situations, because you never know. People hear these little proverbs and these little mantras that we see, the memes, little posters and things, and that's cute. Oh, that touched me. Oh, that's inspirational. And we really don't stop to really take it in and absorb it and really look at the meaning of it. And another one comes to mind in doing this, and when I was sitting back reflecting on what I was going to discuss on this hangout here. The one that comes to mind is people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lesson. It could be ever so brief. And if we're not paying attention, that lesson get right past us and we don't get it. And then that situation somehow will repeat itself further in the future. And you go, I feel like I've been through this before. It's deja vu. Well, a lot of times we're given another opportunity to learn a lesson from a certain experience we have because we didn't get the goddamn lesson the first time around. And the universe, has manners. Just like I told a person who was Christian, I said, look, like God is a gentleman in many cases because you can invite him in and out of shit, and Either he gonna come in or he gonna stay the fuck out, depending on you, right? So Earth Mother is a goddamn lady. The universal mom. She's a lady. She'll come in when you invite her, and when you tell her to stay the fuck out, she keep her ass to herself. She ain't gonna work in your favor. Same thing. That's why I say, doesn't matter what faith you come from. Karma is real. And like I was saying in my other silent hangout, we got people with book sense, we got people with common sense, and then there's karma. And like, how do them three go together? What does that mean? I don't know what the fuck she talking about. She talk all the time. She always got something to say. She don't even know what the fuck she talking about. You don't know if I know what the fuck I'm talking about, especially if you don't know me. That's just disclaimer for the ignorant niggas who like to try to come shoot down anything a black woman say just because they missed the point. You got the people with book sense, they're very highly in tune, walking encyclopedias, you know. Then you got people with common sense. And I look at the karma that both types of people carry. And, I tend to vibe a little bit better with people who lean more toward the common sense side than I do with people who lean on their book knowledge, because it's just not a lot of depth there when you try to delve into the spirit of somebody who is superficially medicating their dull personality with their education. They just trying to dress up who they are with all these goddamn degrees and shit. Versus being vulnerable, allowing intimacy to occur, and connecting with another human being on the level of equality and understanding, compassion, and empathy. See, it's a whole different ball game there. And I like to be able to relate to people on many different levels, not just the fact that we both went to motherfucking school and was taught how to repeat shit. That's, it's really shallow. I like to see people sometimes vulnerable, sometimes strong, sometimes nurturing, sometimes giving, sometimes able to receive. On many different levels, I like to get to know people, to a certain extent. Because I have to be careful of the karma. Does it match? Is it way off? Does this person feel like they have something to offer? Do they feel I have something to offer? You know, Sadly, niggas, they feel like a relationship is strictly fucking. That's all you gonna do. Whether you male, female, or two of the same gender. When you say relationship, the majority of niggas, they think that you automatically, you know, face down, ass up. So I'm not talking to y'all ignorant motherfuckers. But I look at the karma. And I see some people who have a plethora of knowledge on useless shit. And then when real life happens and they start to experience some of the same things that they sit up and poke fun at and laugh at others experiencing it, you then see that these individuals really lack the compassion that most humans have. It's gonna be for many reasons. You can be selfish, self-centered, and never really experienced, something where you really just had no other way out. Your back was against the wall. Some people ain't really been through, you know, they ain't really been through shit in life. And then the stuff that they have gone through, excuse me, even if it is heart-wrenching and difficult, they still don't learn the lesson. They still don't get it. And that's really unfortunate. And I said the same thing to, that toxic sibling that I had spoke about earlier. I said the same thing to her. I said, we all go through things for a reason, to teach us something. And as I mentioned earlier, sometimes those things are put on a loop, just like this song, Karma. Some situations in life are looped. Just repeat, redundant, over and over again, same situation we keep reliving because we didn't learn the lesson the first time. And then you don't get to play victim to the goddamn circumstance you created, whether you knowingly created it or unknowingly. That is why we go through things that catch our attention and go, well, damn, what happened? So we don't have to keep asking ourselves, what happened? How did I get here? Then is when you should start to reflect into yourself. That's why they call it meditation. Because you're examining your past journeys to try to figure out how you got to your present situation. But many of us, y'all so busy focusing on the messenger, which is me, being entertained, giggling and laughing and shit, you missed the fucking message. And I've said this before to many people, privately and publicly. Don't shoot the messenger, because I'm just a vessel. That's it. And that's the problem with a lot of us, is we so busy focused on the messenger, we miss the fucking message. Deep. Because then you know a little bit more about what you're dealing with. When you get beyond scratching the surface, people are in such a hurry these days. They don't take the time to get below the damn surface. And they like to take little bits and pieces of information and slam them all together, come out to an assumption, and then when they learn otherwise, that they're incorrect, they would rather stop talking. They would rather cease communication than just openly to themselves or whatever say, you know what? I stand corrected. But we all know with niggas, pride and ego prevent that. Because just like I know, people would rather just stop talking to you altogether than say, you know what, this is what I did, this is what I felt, I was wrong, and I shouldn't have did you like that. That was fucked up. So please accept my condolences for, my apology. I want to correct it so we can move forward on a better footing, or just go our separate ways from here, respectfully. See, black folks, we don't, a lot of us, we lack the compassion that's necessary to be able to heal ourselves as well as each other, which is sad. That's why we continually see this loop of bullshit that we see in our community or our nation, so to speak. And I say that spiritually because we don't have a goddamn physical black community. And the shit that the white power gave us, I don't call that a goddamn community. That's a fucking rat trap. So when I say community, I don't mean physically. I mean spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Our damn community, because we think different, we act different, and we utilize things differently than the rest of these motherfuckers. However, the people that tend to have a little bit more common sense and are confident in their life lessons that they have learned and drawn from and carry with them, that's who I kind of vibe with a little bit better. I like to lean more on my common sense than I do book sense, because you can't reach for a book all the time when life is going down. That just ain't gonna happen. Excuse me, I had to go retrieve something. So we gotta be careful how we treat people, whether it's behind closed doors or in their face. It's really, really telling. I've been observing this thing for a minute now, and karma is a bitch. It has all of our address. And sometimes bad karma just finds you. You could be in the wrong place, the wrong time, fucking with the wrong people. You have no ill intent for anything or anyone, and then you stuck with this snot on your shirt. You like, how the fuck did I get sucked into this shit? I just came to smell the roses. And the pigeons came and just shit all over me. We got to be careful with that. Because I was also saying, how lots of people, in the Christian faith, they say, my God is omnipotent. So is karma. He's the universal father. Karma is the universal mama. So whether I'm sitting up talking shit about somebody behind their back, whether it be true or false, I could be sitting up laughing, giggling, hollering, kicking and screaming, laughing at somebody's misfortune or downfall or loss. Whether I do it in their face or behind their back, there is still some form of karma that will reveal itself in my life, depending on how I conduct that energy that I have. And we all guilty of it. We all have sat and giggled at somebody who got what the fuck they deserve. We all guilty. It's one thing, to go, oh, damn. Well, yeah, there you go. Then it's another thing to just continually rub it in and turn it into an eternal celebration of someone else's downfall. That is inhumane. It's barbaric and it's beyond cruel. And I'm all for motherfuckers getting exactly what they deserve, especially if they are bullies. However, once that karma is delivered, it is not for anybody, any human being, to deliver it for them. That's why they call it the natural order of the universe. And I have sat back and watched karma come around full circle real fast. And then there's other instances where it's taken years. And I was blessed to be able to see it like, well, damn. And I probably won't see. Some people get their karma. I can only be responsible for the karma I receive and provide. That's another issue that we have amongst us melanated folks. We're so eager to enhance the speed of karma when we are not the target. But when we are the target and we find ourselves walking in the same exact shoes as someone else that we was just poking fun at, it's a whole different experience, isn't it? It's a whole different ball game. We ain't playing checkers no more, nigga. We playing chess. Now you fucking with me. That's how we do. Hypocritical. That's how mainstream black minds think. If I'm not going through it, if it's not me in the hot seat, I can talk all the cash money bullshit I want to talk about you, your situation. I can spread rumors. I can talk behind your back. I can talk shit to you, abuse you, kick you while you're down, make assumptions about you, and then when karma come ringing my beautiful doorbell and I have to put on them same shitty boots that you had on, it's a whole different soap opera. So we have to be very careful, highly responsible for the energies that we carry. And we say, oh, ain't nobody perfect. We all make mistakes. Well, my grandfather said this was a proverb that he took. I think it was from the Cherokee Nation. I can't remember. I have to look it up. He said, listen to the inner voice so we don't have to hear the screams. Sometimes if you pay attention to what others have gone through and experienced in their life, you can learn something by not having to go through and experience that exact same pain or trial or difficulty. And it's true on the positive side. You can learn a lot of positive lessons by paying attention to how people navigate through those positive situations. You could pick up something and learn something and apply it to your life too. And when it comes to mistakes, the first time is a mistake. Any other time you repeat the same thing that causes you pain, it's no longer a mistake. It's a choice. So if you keep repeating the same experiences in your life, you keep reliving the same quote unquote nightmare. Maybe it's not the people around you, you know, it might be you. What is pushing you to make that same choice for you have to relive that same unpleasant experience? Did you get the lesson the first time, the second time, the third time? All guilty of it because karma don't miss nobody. I know I have repeated. I'm like, what the hell? Here we go again. I know we all have said that to ourselves. Here we go again with this shit. And we're looking at the wrong route. We always want to reach and blame the other side of the situation. You know what? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be going through this. Wait a minute. But how did you participate in this? Did you choose to engage with this person or this entity? It was your choice. So who's responsible for your choice? You know, ain't no victims in life, only volunteers. Once you get here and you able to spread your wings and fly, your choices are not limited. You still have a choice. You can choose to do fucked up shit, or you can choose to do better stuff. After you learn better, you can choose to do better. It's a choice. It's not always easy to come to that revelation because we all guilty of it. I would love to meet somebody who has a crystal clear, pristine, error-free past. That's why I say prejudgment is the sin. Judgment is not the sin. Prejudgment is the sin. I've said that before too. A lot of people missed it because we collectively as Black folks don't think before we act a lot of times, and we don't think after we act either. It's not even an afterthought. It's just, I'm going to do it because it feels good right now, and fuck everything else before, in between, and after. Because I want to do it or say it. And then get pissed at others who utilize different skills of navigating through these karmic situations that cause us to want to play victim. Well, this person is fucking with me. I don't know why. That has happened to a lot of us, I'm sure. And I say that to myself, why is this person fucking with me? Then I think about it. Let me think about it. Did I do anything? Did I say anything? What did I do to open up the door to give this person the feeling of entitlement to come and just fuck with me like that? Maybe I said good morning. Maybe I smiled. Maybe I did. What I'm trying to think of any little thing it could be, because people read into shit sometimes. You know, some people just crazy. And then other people are very meticulous with it. Hallie Taylor, good morning. Thank you for joining. I hope your Friday has started off well, madam. Some people just don't think. And, online it's a little different. It's a little different animal. You just turn the camera on and somebody will go berserk, you know? And sometimes, you could just spit a few lines and say what's on your mind, cut the camera off, and before you know it, you every color, striped, polka dotted bitch you think of, just because you said something someone did not like or didn't resonate well with them. We know that. But when you engage in certain activities and behaviors, and you have done so, and that same energy that you poking fun and making light of that someone else is experiencing, when it comes back around on you, now you want to cry and whine and squeal and run and hide. And that to me is just a little bit hypocritical. I don't know. I could be just a little too hard on adults. Sometimes us Virgos have high standards, and we get a little delusional as Virgos because we analyze so damn much. We set high expectations for those around us because we want to see everybody live up to their true power. That's how I operate. I can't speak for all Virgos, but that's generally how earth signs do. Generally. And karma is not for any of us to determine how it's going to be delivered. Because karma, she is a motherfucker. She'll come ease in there, real subtle, or she'll come stomps with both feet on top of your neck. And then you go, oh my goodness, what happened? Why am I going through this? Why is this happening to me? Oh, whoa. Did you think about how you handled yourself prior to this moment? What did you do to attract this type of energy in your direction? And why do you feel you don't deserve the outcome? Why do you feel someone else should absorb this karma on your behalf? Why do you feel that your behavior then in turn does not deserve the consequence in which you are receiving? That's what I want to know. Because if I'm a fucked up person and I treat people fucked up all the time and I'm always having fucked up situations that I have to deal with, it's kind of really frustrating for some other people on the outside looking in with a little bit more to look at me and go, what the hell? Who are you? You ain't no damn victim of life. We all going through some shit over here. And have you stopped to think, Queen, that you was a fucked up person and you treat people fucked up? That's probably why you getting fucked up now. See, people don't think along those lines. Because those of us who lean more on their book sense tend to take the victim role, especially after they do some real sideways shit. And they know they've done sideways shit like Trump. We gonna use that as an example. We ain't gonna point the finger at no regular folk. We'll point the finger at a puppet. Look at the speech that his wife did. Goddamn plagiarists, which is the nature of the beast. They plagiarize shit. Now you done openly, blatantly plagiarize somebody else's intellectual property that is copywritten now. Y'all didn't know that, did you? And now you hollering and screaming because the general public is looking at you like the damn fucking mannequin you are, like the Stepford wife that you fucking are. You plagiarize some shit, and we ain't our grandparents. You know, we grown now. Them grandchildren that used to stand behind grandmama's apron and hide, looking around grandmama at the white man, insurance man in the living room. We grown now. We don't back down. Like, you shoot us with a fucking water hose, we gonna pull out a Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Like, we speak up now. We're like, the fuck, didn't Michelle just write that shit just 4 years? Wait a minute. You know, those militant little Generation X children that wore neon colors and pink hair and shit, we all adults now. Like, we are on some shit. Like, we have actually dug beyond the white American history books. Like, we went to Kemet and learned some shit. We took that journey. You know what I'm saying? We for real take this shit for real. So we ain't gonna sit up and let nobody come plagiarize some shit and just absorb it like it's brand new. Just like they did with our faith system, which is spiritualism, the occult, not cultism, occult. That is who we really are. That is where we really come from. They just took it, chopped it, screwed it, regurgitated it, and threw it up on our porch and made us eat it. So with them days is over now. What's up, Sam Wilson? Peace. Hotel. Blessings. So now, the militant babies is grown adults with grown children. So most of us are training our children the same way we grew up. Fight the power. Wake up. Higher learning. Conscious hip hop. You feel me? Not rap. We don't know what the fuck rap is. We do hip hop because it has energy in it. And many of us from that 70s to 89 era, we still got a lot of energy. And we're multifaceted people. That's why they named us Generation X, because our parents could not fathom us knowing how to play an instrument, dance, sing, draw, paint, build things, create things. Scientists have all those talents all packed in one little child. So to them, we appeared a little off, a little crazy. I know my mom was really outdone with me because I did a lot of shit and I wanted to know, what's that? Let me try it. I got to do this. All kind of shit. Our parents were sheltered where we were exploratory. So those that lean more toward the book sense side of it, it's hard to vibe with them because they're more on how it look on paper versus, I don't give a fuck how it look. I just want it to make sense. And I want it to work. And I want people to understand why I want it to work. See, it goes a little deeper than that little piece of paper that you hang on your wall in a frame. Because if your house catch on fire, the fact that you make $85,000 a year ain't gonna put that motherfucker out. Need to know how to pick up a fire extinguisher or use what you have to be able to douse those flames so it does not harm your family. And I don't know about you, but in the middle of the night when fire break out, I ain't got time to run to the Encyclopedia Britannica to figure out how to put out fire. I'm gonna call somebody, then I'm gonna do something about it. And if you useless and codependent, like many of our elders are, with that submissive, subversive shit, who is always the one that's the go-to man when shit pop off? The man. The woman don't know what the fuck to do. She got to find her husband to be able to get permission to go take a pee, let alone knowing how to put a fucking fire out in the house to protect her baby. See, that's where I'm going with this. Many of our elders have stifled their heart by sheltering them with superstitions. It has nothing to do with religion. They say, well, you know, you don't question God. That's some superstitious bullshit. I'm just here to tell you. So you got that book, you molded your child's mind to grow to that all they need is a good education and a good job, and they've made it. Experiences, life lessons, and karma don't come into play. So along those years, those formative years, there's no empathy and compassion built into that child. So when they become adults, you have what we see, a lot of what we see on here on social media. Compassionless, void, subhuman, soulless motherfuckers who don't give a good goddamn about what someone is going through. They only care about themselves, what I am going through. I got to protect me, you. When you can shove a person over the edge, off the cliff with that type of attitude, or compassion can take a front seat and you can go sit down and see. Yeah, we can work this on out. Am I upset? Yes. Are you upset? Yes. We both got a dilemma here. So let's see if we can meet in the middle and use our common sense paired with our book sense and our life experiences to change the karma of this here situation. Especially when we're dealing with people's lives, livelihood. You know, people never forget how you make them feel. And I'm sensitive. I'm an empath. You know, I do a lot of energy work. I was born this way to be able to foresee shit, hear shit that other people. That's just me. I'm sensitive. So, you know, the general public might call me a bitch because I'm sensitive. I have a soft heart. You know, when it comes to certain things, I have a soft heart. You know, I'm like, well, you know, let's not just cut it so quick. Let's think about this now. Let's think about it. What does our first intuitive mind tell us in this here situation? Because the first mind is always right. If what you say, if you don't listen to yourself the first time around, you find yourself taking an alternate route, you know you was fucked up behind that. So y'all can front all you want. People don't like to admit they fucked up. It's embarrassing. But I'd rather be embarrassed for them 5-10 minutes and say, you know what, I fucked up. That leaves me more time to figure out a solution versus trying to hold on to the fact I'm right. Oh, I'm not wrong. I didn't do that wrong. Arguing back and forth on useless details. Miserable versus trying to find a better karmic outcome. That's more pleasant to me, searching for a solution. But everybody don't see it that way. So we got to be careful and responsible with the energies that we carry, the energy we produce towards one another. And trust me, if Black folks started treating each other better like that on a spiritual level, all I got to do is watch it work. That's all I'm saying. Because it's possible. It takes work. And that's one of the other things. You know, we are some lazy motherfuckers. We don't want to do the work. We want the outcome, but we don't want the sweat. We don't want to bleed. We don't want to cry. We don't want to fuck up and stumble and fall because it might look bad. We're not going to impress the next one. I might be a little embarrassed if I make a mistake because I'm doing something that I don't really know about. I'm learning as I go. And if I admit I don't know, that's going to turn on a light switch of shame. People going to start to shame me and talk to me like I'm stupid because I admit I don't know the answer. But when you're dealing with spiritually mature people, that's not even on their plate. They see it as brave. Well, you didn't know that? Oh, well, let me come over here. Let me show you. Gladly. No heat, no judgment. That's how I am. I'm a student and I like to teach. So if I don't know, I'm just saying, I don't know. Would you show me? That don't mean you everything else you do know is negated. That don't make you less valuable just because you admit as a black person you don't know some shit. So we got to be careful. We're all on different totems of experiences in life. That don't make nobody no better or no worse. It's just different. Different. And if I can put it out there, which I have many times, especially for women, because we are goddamn sitting ducks, just like our black men, our brothers, sitting ducks. But we arguing about who is more of a sitting duck than who. Instead of having each other's goddamn back. That's just simple and plain. Like it or love it. Fuck who don't like it. And that's why we have so much calamity, because niggas don't like to be told the truth about themselves. There's no introspection, there's no intimacy, there's no reflection on one's own behavior and how one carries their karma with them, who they drop that shit off on. See, that we don't pay attention to that. That's why we are here. The indigo cheering. That's why we here. To try to help you heal yourself so you can be more aware of yourself. We growing too, because some of the shit y'all go through help me get through some of the shit I'm going through. So I'm still human. And it's not what you go through, it's how you recover from it. Is it graceful or is it the ugliest shit you ever wanted to see? You kicking and screaming and fighting all through that journey of difficulty because you don't like being told nothing. You don't want nobody in your face. You know everything. You know? I had to take the garbage out. So, when certain situations arise in our life, we have to be so careful how we deal with it. Be careful who we talk to about our situations, good or bad. When you witness other people go through something, it might be hilarious to you. Oh, yeah, that person is a bitch. Oh, I can't stand her. Queen make me sick. She get on my fucking nerves. And you know good and well you ain't never had no fucking interaction with me outside of fuck you. But for some odd reason, you want me to fail. You want me to fall. You want everything about me to suffer. Talking shit behind my back to other folk. I'm just using myself as an example, y'all. You know all of that. And then you wake up one day and go, why, God damn it, am I going through this shit? Queen told me she was going through this shit, and I was sitting up. I thought the shit was funny. You know, you heard it. You know, you heard it. Watching it might be hilarious, but living it, when you gotta live it, that's your karma. When you could put your 2 cents in and you really don't know how that unfolded. You want to know how it unfolded. When you learn how it unfolded, you still insist on playing the ignorant role and not connecting the dots to take away the lesson. There's no takeaway with most Black folks. They don't take shit away. They just want to laugh and be entertained until karma come ringing that beautiful doorbell. Now you a victim. What did I do to deserve this? Well, maybe your ass shouldn't have been laughing at me. I don't know. Maybe you should have minded your own fucking business. Maybe you shouldn't have been behind my back talking shit. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have aided and assisted the motherfuckers that's coming for me. Maybe that's a thought, a clue as to why now your ass is going through that and then some. You know, could be. The first time is a mistake. The second time is a goddamn choice. So if you going through the same shit, yet another year evolved, and it's multiple years in your history where you have endured the same shit, maybe it's not all on the people that you choose to interact with. Maybe some of that is on you. Maybe. And a lot of it has to do with standards too. Standards. Excuse me, I had to take a tube. A lot of us, excuse me, that's some good shit. A lot of us don't set healthy boundaries and standards for ourselves. Why? Because we're ashamed. We're afraid of being shamed. You know, happens to me all the time. Standard that I refuse to compromise for NT body. After I learned my damn lesson, that's it. You get one free shot. That's it. God damn it. Shame on me if you do it again. You feel me? It's a certain amount of accountability we have to have for ourselves and our own standards. I've been called all kind of shit. It's like, how the fuck do you know? Based on one dimension of me, that's what you can tell from you come to that conclusion. That's how I know people aren't really listening to the message. They're fixated on the messenger. Well, you seem like you might be XYZ. I seem that way. How the fuck? Logic, common sense. See, the book sense tells you to pick a word because it might be exotic to the ears of those that are listening. But then you underestimate anybody that you come in contact with by picking exotic words because you don't have the monopoly on exotic words. Just like you found them damn exotic words, so can I and anybody else. So it might be something new to you to introduce that exotic word, but that fucking word ain't new to me. I'm just saying. Yeah. We do shit for shock value instead of having a standard. It's for bragging rights. Well, I don't fuck with meat. Why? Because Dr. Sebi saying, well, you know what? Everybody can't be damn vegan. Your body type and chemistry might not call for that. Well, everybody else doing it. No, everybody else is not doing it. Do you see what I'm saying? And then you wind up trying to go vegan and you fall the fuck out from lack of protein and you didn't study deep enough beyond the fad of black folks going vegan. You're not doing it for health reasons. You're doing it because you want to fit the fuck in. And you see somebody over there that you want to get with, so you're going to come vegan so you can have a little bit to talk about and say, oh, I don't eat meat. Me neither. Oh, wow. Oh, hi. What's your name? See? It's little subtle things that jump in there. Then before you know it, you're talking to the devil. Just because this person wanted to hook up with somebody. And the real vegan is truly on a path, who is now interacting with the damn devil incarnate, and now the devil done fucked up the vegan's life and got them all off their spiritual journey with food and evolution, fucking with the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Some beings are designed to devour you slowly, and you can't sit back and scream about it. You have to look back and say, how did I invite this in? And then once you get them out, see, like I just did, you put the fucking garbage out and you keep that shit clean. You don't double back. You don't double dip. You set a standard because you're tired of, you've grown weary of that particular smell. You know, because when you hang around garbage long enough, you begin to smell like it. You know? So you gotta take that shit out, dispose of it properly. I don't know anybody in their right mind that'll take their garbage out through their kitchen door, tie it up, bind it up, put it out, let it sit out, and the day before garbage pickup, bring all the garbage back in the house. Think of it like that. Once you release certain things out of your cipher of energy, your karmic existence, why are you bringing it back in? Whether it's through the same vessel or through a different entity. It's the same shit, just with a different uniform. And while you leaning on your book sense to show you how educated and deserving you are, you wallowing around with garbage. You did? But you know, we living and existing in the era of what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. Celebrated, righteous. When I say right, I don't mean for the sake of argument right. I mean righteously right. That mechanism that most humans with a soul have. What's right and what's fucked up morally, karmically. That's why I say elevate your frequency. Time to raise the frequency. People, oh, she thinks she's so fucking smart. She's talking all outside her neck. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Then they say this is not for you. Easy does it. Take the garbage out. Bye. We nitpick over the wrong things. Our priorities are fucked up. And karma is not just come with material things. Oh, I got good karma because I got a good job and all my bills is paid and I got this and I got that. That does not mean your karma does not stink. Because you might have all the worldly possessions that you desire at the moment. You might have all access to that whenever you wish. However, you might not have any real loyal friends. Let me see if you close your checkbook, how long them niggas stick around. It's easy to spot it. People come to me all the time going, you know what? This particular person did this to me. I can't believe it. I don't know why. All of a sudden, they vanished because of this happened to me. I'm like, well, that should be easy to see that they were never your friend. They don't love you. But then they, of course, shoot the messenger. How could you say that? It's been 20-some years I've known this person. We've been through this. You know why? Because that was a friendship of convenience, not of love. Because I'm looking at all the trials, the pattern. I look for patterns in people. And if their patterns don't match what they say they are, then I have a standard. I can't fuck with you because I don't like being confused. Is this who you are, or are the words who I'm supposed to be waiting to show up? Who am I waiting on? Who am I supposed to be meeting here? Because your description of yourself don't match what the fuck you do. So I'm confused. I need balance. I don't need bookends. I need one person that I'm going to see who is that base personality. I need to see these traits in this person. Just, the core of who you are. Who is that? And where they at? I don't want all that and all this and all the other sprinkly shit. I want to see the root of who the fuck I'm dealing with. And when I see that, then I can determine if I can take another step with you. Life ain't going nowhere. Because whether we here or not, life goes on. So what the hurry is? Why are you trying to rush me into some shit that I haven't had a chance to really, truly absorb and grow comfortable with? That's another red sign. Is you feel uncomfortable around somebody. After a decent amount of time, couple of months, you should start to grow some comfort with this person's energy a little bit. You should feel, you growing on me, But if that person is eagerly trying to get you to accept them, I hope y'all paying attention now. If that person is trying to eagerly overwhelm and love bomb you, everything you say they agree with just to win your trust, y'all, I don't know, that make me uncomfortable. Just like the flip-flopper. This week you love me. Next week I might make 2 videos and you hate me. Then in 3 weeks you want to call my phone. Then in another month or 2 you go talk about spreading rumors about me behind my back to 2 of my best friends. So when we finally do get a chance to spend some quality time together, all I'm hearing is how I have not been up to par for you. See, I can't fuck with that. That's one-sided. You understand me? But we see that here all the time. You just look at social media and it's right there. Friendships, connections of convenience. And this is what people are clamoring over. I had she probably still is. I don't know. But a couple of women mad, pissed, angry, attacking me. Don't even know the full story. Because I had some dysfunctional niggas trying to infiltrate my karmic aura, trying to fuck me up. All for shits and giggles. And because I would not participate in sharing this information, and because I didn't handle it the way that some people felt I should, it was females out there envious of that goddamn shit. I don't know now. Attention is the currency around here. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive attention. If they aren't getting it and you ain't shit. Yeah. So if you have a stalker or multiple stalkers, it's gonna be some bitch out there that's jealous of you because you being stalked and she ain't. Is that not fucked up? I don't know. That's fucked up to me. Because I don't envy nobody that being stalked. And that's an oversaturated word. Stalked. I know how it feels to be stalked. I know the motives and the characteristics of a goddamn predator firsthand. So when someone uses the word stalking me, that's a damn trigger for me. I'm like, hold on then. Wait a minute. We need to rewind the clock a little bit and replay what the fuck is really going on. Take me step by step through what the fuck happening to you, so we can really truly determine. That's like rape. You understand? You don't just blurt out fucking rape. As a woman, you don't do that. You don't just go, oh, he raped me. You don't do that. Because there are walking, talking beings that will count in numbers, surprising numbers. I can pull up people right now that will show you better than they can tell you what it is to be stalked and raped. So them two words, that's like, let's slow down this mule now. And really, really examine what we say and when we use that word. Because that's not something you just shake a stick at and keep going. Stalking is serious, just like domestic violence and rape, child abuse of any kind. That's real shit. So you can't just be using those terms like it's a joke. Oh, he's stalking me. That's why, in conjunction with that, I don't understand why black folk niggas always feel like just because a woman rejects a man's dysfunctional, sick, predatory advances, just because she refuses them in some kind of way that translates over into the predator that she truly indeed on the contrary, really likes that type of sick shit. You know, them two go hand in hand with making my stomach flip on how sick niggas really can be, both male and female. Because I've had females tell me that I need to go ahead and just give up the pussy to a stalker alone. I don't know. That's, to me, that's some passive aggressive shit. But karma, have mercy, karma. You know, some of those same people that had so much input at that point, well, you know what? Let's just say it's not very pleasant for them now on the stalker tip. But I'm just, I'm just observing. That's it. And a lot of people give away their power. We give up and submit our own power to others so quickly. It's so shameful and so sad. I've had people tell me what I'm thinking. I've had people tell me what I will do or would have done they have no idea who I am and what I'm about. All solely based on hearsay. What someone else said. And then in my aura, I'm just, living my life. But the person that's heard all this shit come at me all fucked up, sideways, half cocked. Where's all this, where's all that energy come from? All that their aggression. Do I know you? Did I talk about your mama? Like what's up? No, I just heard about you. And people wonder why I laugh in their damn face. I said, well, that could be good or bad. I don't know. So, I mean, what do you want me to do about what you heard? It's almost as if they expect me to deliver something that I don't have a clue what they need. They want me to fulfill something for them. Like, I heard about you. Now I'm here to tell you that I heard about you. Okay, now what? Now what we're going to do? We're going to talk about it. You going to cuss me out? Am I going to cuss you out? What we going to do? Well, this is what I heard. Okay. We feel entitled for people to explain dysfunction. Like I'm supposed to unravel your dysfunction for you. So I'm supposed to justify who I am to a complete stranger because of what you heard from somebody else who is yet another complete stranger. And I'm supposed to feel a certain way about that. I'm supposed to be uncomfortable because I have a stranger demanding answers from me based on what they heard from somebody else. Ooh, I don't know if y'all with me. But that kind of shit, you get caught up in it. It's easy to get caught up in it. And when you book sense, it's easier for you to be hoodwinked. It's you connect the dots real slow. And that's all while you're sitting up talking about those of us who have a good balance of both book and common sense or street sense. You call us ghetto and hood boogers and ratchet and hustlers and shit on a negative note. But you still sitting over on Miss Mary Muffet's Tuffet trying to connect the dot to dots on what the fuck is happening to you after you've already been told, watch out, check yourself, watch your back, fall back because this is what had happened to me. But you think you exempt because you got a fucking diploma hanging on your wall. I don't know. I mean, because I can hang up a whole bunch of diplomas too. I mean, that don't mean shit. Karma is still gonna find me. If I'm a shitty person, if I'm not a shitty person, karma is still gonna come. So no one is better than anyone else, just different. Your house might look better, you might have a better car than somebody else, you might have a better job, you might live in a better neighborhood, you might wear better clothes than them. However, everybody sit down to take a shit. If you die, if you choose to be buried, your hole gonna go 6 feet deep. Your body burns up into ashes just like mine. So just because you have a better materialistic existence than others does not mean that your character and being void of compassion and empathy doesn't exist. It still shows through all of that shit that you have. And maybe you are not being shown the compassion and empathy for your situation or station in life when you deal with others because you do not display that same compassion and empathy that you want to see in others. That could be a possibility. Your track record of empathy and compassion and common sense logic is missing. It sucks. So now, presently, nobody willing to lend that to you on any level, whether it's business, personal, friendships, romance, whatever. You're not receiving what you want because you have not been placing it in circulation in the universe. What you put out, you get back. So you don't need a pulpit to teach you that. You don't need somebody screaming at you for 2-3 hours to show you that. You can do that in the privacy of your own boudoir, with reflection. Real easy to do. But when you're sheltered and you leaning more toward book sense to get you through real life situation, you're really not gonna pick up and connect your dots like that because you don't have the muscle, the mental and emotional, spiritual muscle to intimacy for intimacy. You just put a bullet hole. I'm just, sharing. That's it. I'm just the vessel Messages from the universe. When they come, I speak, and then when they stop talking to me, I stop talking. So don't get mad at me here. So, book sense is lovely. Common sense is a gem. However, to balance out both gives you a lovely recipe for some good ass karma, you know? And I'm walking, talking proof of it. What you put out is what you get back. And it has to be organic. It can't be forced. When you fake with it, you coming to do nice things and positive things, and you just overflow, bubbling over with fairy dust and whimsy. This shit is fake. Like I know fake when I see one. So don't do it just to show somebody something or to, I could have people come to try to kick it with me just because they wanted to make somebody else damn jealous. And I don't fuck around like that. I'm like, if we all vibing, we all cool, we all getting along pretty decent, then what's the problem is? Like, who gives a fuck who is closer friends with who? Like, that ain't none of my fucking business. If I got 4 other homegirls, and it's 5 of us together with me, and say 3 of them homegirls get along, and they kind of group off and do their own thing often. That ain't none of my motherfucking. Have fun. Like, okay, y'all vibe different, where they might like, white water rafting. Them the 3 motherfuckers that like to do that. I don't. So go do your thing. Come back, bring pictures. Shit. I'm not gonna get jealous because these 3 women get along and they go off on their ventures. So I vibe different with somebody else. Okay. When we all together again, we can share stories. What you do? We went right away. What y'all do? We climbing mountain. Okay, cool. Instead, what you see is the shit. Oh, they don't like us because they over there. They do. You didn't know. Well, it seemed like y'all don't want us with you. This is grown people. I've had people come to me and say, it took me a long time to come say hi. I get it a lot. I said, well, what? Why? I really want to know why. Well, at first, I didn't think you would like me. That's what people have told me. And I'm like, okay, why? Well, I listen to what you say on your stream, and I see how you get down on social media. Listen to what I'm saying now, y'all. And I see you don't take no shit. So I was scared to say something. See? That's a confession right there. However, I do respect the fact that they hesitated before they brought me some shit. I don't take no shit, but you gon' let's see. Let me see what I can think to say to her that will either insult or offend her enough to say something back. Or you just organically come up cool. What's happening? We cool. Long as you cool, I'm cool. If you push that button and put in the wrong amount of change, you already know what the fuck gonna happen. So let's just be cool. And we good. But if you come with an ulterior motive, I'm gonna pick up on the shit. You came over here, you seem like you got something you want to say, but you don't really want to say it because you know if you say some fucked up shit, I'm gonna say something about the fucked up shit you said, and then we're not gonna be getting along too much longer. So why don't we just all drop our defenses? You say what you want to say. You want to call me a bitch? You want to call me gay? You want to tell me I'm ugly? What you want to get? Come on with it. And when I do it like that, then the person feel comfortable and say, okay, I see she ain't really what I heard she was. What I heard was fucked up, but now I see she really gangster with it, so I can just talk. I can just be me. Because people underestimate. Everybody else is putting on an act on YouTube, so this bitch must be acting. She can't be this razor sharp in person. Well, psych. I don't have to act. Who the fuck am I act for? Anybody paying me? That's the syndrome of many black folks. You thought I would like you. You did. That was you. And my next question is, do you like you? So if I like you or not, don't fucking matter. As long as you like you. Let me see if I'll like you or not. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even let me see if I like you. You just thought I wouldn't like you. I mean, it's true. I don't like everybody. I can be honest. I'm not going to pretend like I can get a. I'm just trying to be cool. Nah, nigga, I don't like you. Don't. No. Period. Especially how I see you treat other folk. So if you treat them other folk like that, what the fuck do I want to fuck with you for? Because eventually you're going to start treating me like that. No. People love to prejudge. And that's where the sin comes in. Because you have the prejudgment, and that's how you carry your energy to that person. And that person is oblivious. They're like, what the fuck is wrong? And usually they're the last to know. Like, I'm always the last to know that this person really had it in for me and thought like lit, thought they had to fart, but really took a shit and came at me all fucked up and didn't think I'd be ready. You know, because the instructions at the door say, I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. So you thought you can come for me and you didn't think I'd be ready. That's what the fuck it was. But you covered it thinly with a veil of friendliness. And I saw right through the shit. I just played the game. You bringing checkers to a chessboard, nigga. You just got to be a better chess player. You know, and a lot of times playing dumb is that book sense tactic that a lot of people do. They play stupid. They play slow, but they're not really slow. They know exactly what they do and have been doing. You did? And then when the shit hit the fan and backfire on them, now it's, oh my goodness, what had happened to me? What happened? But, you know, y'all focused on the messenger. How you can try to get up underneath my skin, how you can rattle my cage, how you can expose me, how you can bring my truth out. I'm hiding something. No, that don't project that shit on me. Don't project that shit on me. Well, you don't talk about it. I don't have to. You know, I had an e-stalker a couple of years ago. A good 3-4 years ago. Every goddamn blog talk, hear this motherfucker word. Yes, I said word. Here he word. You know, and it just got fucking like a tick, like a fucking gnat, a goddamn deer tick. Well, you have to talk to. I don't have to do shit here. I don't have to do a goddamn. What? Who the fuck is this? I don't even know this. Next thing you know, it's a channel going up. It's all kind of other shit. This nigga trying to get my attention. I'm like, he is really crazy. But I fucked up and said, Google me. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. And then when he found some shit, he was pissed because it was true. I said, Google it, XYZ. Nigga found it, finally found it, and was mad because it was what I said it was. Stupid nigga. He got some nosy motherfucker, but what was it? None of your goddamn business. Whew. Karma. I keep saying this is YouTube. You know, this ain't a fucking fashion show. This is YouTube. It's social media. People do social shit. They share socially what the fuck they want to share. Just like when you at work and you put a picture of your family on your desk. Look at the fucking picture. Okay, that's some pretty cheering. Oh, how old are they? What's their name? Where they born at? Your business. Why? You're not entitled. The mama don't have to tell you all that if she don't want to. Well, everybody else asked that. No, everybody else don't ask that. You. Common sense. If you would not want that type of energy to infect your karmic aura, then what the fuck make you think you entitled to rain down your fucking dysfunction on somebody else and force them, shame them into accepting how dysfunctional you are? I don't have to put up with that shit. I used to always get into it with little white girls at work when I worked in the fucking morgue. You know, they want to talk and chat. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to get these damn carcasses together. Creep the fuck out. Can we work? Well, you're not very friendly. I don't have to be friendly. I have to be professional. Well, you don't never hang out with. I don't want to. I don't want to. You so mean. No, I'm not. Y'all don't understand. No, thank you. Well, come to the party. No, thank you. Why? I'm not interested. Oh, don't be a party pooper. See, that's the shame and shit. I don't want to party with y'all. But just stop through. No. Why? Because I'm not interested. See how people push you to be rude? And then turn around and call you mean rude? Same thing with niggas. They push you to be rude and return the same fucking threat that you feel from them by being pushy. Translating a no into a yes, like a no is a form of consent. You see how sick motherfucking niggas are? Some of them. No, thank you. Just, I'm good. Appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Have a nice day. Trying to politely tell your ass to leave me the fuck alone. But when I say it, leave me the fuck alone, now I'm a bitch. Queen Violet, she threatened to fucking slit my throat and hunt me like a damn dog. She over there threatening folk. But the first and 150th time I asked you politely to fall back, nigga, did you heed to my request and my rights? No. You understand me? Same thing with goddamn trolls. Karma. It's trolls on here. Being trolled. The fuck they get. Oh my goodness. And the same cyclical every year in and year out. Been going on for years. Several years. And these niggas ain't got it yet. And if they do get it, if they do got it, they're not going to openly confess to how stupid they are. Doing the same thing over and over again to different people, expecting different results. And now they wonder why they have become the laughing stock on this venue. Trying to deflect the attention off onto a different subject matter because they're too damn prideful to admit whatever their ailment is. A lot of them are serial cheaters, chronic sociopathic, narcissistic, abusive motherfuckers, and are so deeply in denial of that fact, they just change the subject. Whew. So we got to be careful of the karma that we carry. Whether you have book sense, common sense, or a good combination of both. It's good to have a little seasoning on both sides of the meat. When you grilling up a nice salmon fillet on the grill, you don't just season one side of it, depending on the recipe. But me, I like to season both sides of my salmon fillet, especially on the grill now. Because it's different ways you eat it. Sometimes I do a shish kebab or a nice sandwich. Yeah, I said sandwich. SAMMICH. Sandwich. You might want to put a few peas with it. Asparagus, arugula. You want a nice salmon salad or something? I like my filet on both sides seasoned evenly. Same thing with book sense and common sense. You want a nice balance. Because when you lean a little bit too much on that book sense, people start to double guess how smart you really are sometimes. They say they got all this education and well-read and studied. But they're a little slow on the uptake. I expected a little more intelligence. But me, I'm a Virgo. I'm a little odd. I'm weird. I got high expectations from people who say they smart. I like action to match the word. You say you intelligent, then we gonna get to know each other and learn from each other. Then let me see what I can learn from you. Do we know the same lessons? Especially when they play that card of being the elder. They supposed to be older than me, and that gains them some type of way more entitlement to be an asshole. And all I see is asshole, I'm not gonna respect. I see more asshole than I do wisdom. I'm just saying. With my ghetto self, And entertain. It's nothing wrong with entertainment. Nothing wrong with that. Checking out things, observing things, get a little laugh out of it. They say when you can laugh about your lessons, it don't hurt no more. You've healed. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes people never truly heal from their experiences, which is why we see a lot of the dysfunction that we see in society. But strengthening the muscle of compassion and empathy, it's really nothing wrong with that. It takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable, especially with the people that you love, because they have the key to fuck you up because you love them. And we really need to have a stronger, more defined standard in our personal lives, how we deal with each other, business, education, the whole gambit. We need a little bit stronger standards and consistency with upholding those standards. Because as you can see, people who do have strong standards, they get attacked the worst, talk shit on. People have to invent rumors and lies and shit because they are not brave enough to come to you directly and just challenge you on what you know, pick your brain. They don't have that confidence to ask the tough questions in a tasteful, respectful, human manner. They don't have that. So they have to go to other people and say, oh, maybe you should pull away from that person. Or, this person don't seem all the way legit. So something about her, you might want to be careful. They got to plant those seeds on your behalf because they feel entitled to level themselves with you because they, for whatever reason, are threatened because of your experiences that bring you the wisdom that you have. That in turn makes them feel threatened. Oh, well, I don't know if I can get close to her or not because she might snatch the veil off of my bullshit too. That's usually what it is. A little bit of jealousy sometimes. And it's nothing wrong with having healthy jealousy either. You be envious of somebody in a good way, like, ooh, that's a nice little project you working on there. I see it came out real good for you. I'm jealous. I need to take notes from you. I got to get up there. What you doing? So I can come out looking good too, like that. I want to have a nice victory too. Nothing wrong with that. It's how you go about getting to that victory that really determines where your heart is, if you have one. Are you a thief? You like to steal people's intellectual property and ride off their coattails and catch that overflow when things are going good for them. And then you turn and shit on them as soon as they stumble and trample all over them after they fall. Is that the type of person you are? Just because they said something you didn't like, or maybe their style or delivery is not quite the way that you want them to be. So you have to find fault in something that they're doing, and then you find an open opportunity to pounce like a coward. Is that the type of person you are? Or do you see the compassion in going to approach them and say, you know, I have a possible solution. I have a little bit of assistance for you. Or, you know, let me pull you over here to the side, and if you feel comfortable sharing, let's put our hands together to try to help you rebuild this thing here, mend it. Is that the type of person you are? Or are you just one of those that just sit back and observe and do nothing? Knowing that you can do something, but you choose to do nothing. It's all in how you handle it. Because we all gonna fall. We all slip and fall. We scrape them knees and elbows, chin, you know. We all got a little bit of road rash. But it's how are you recovering? How are you feeling that road rash? What are you doing to help others learn how to avoid that? That's something that I see a lot too, you know. You can see someone has fallen. Just like an accident on the side of the highway. People no longer pull over and just shout, "You good? You all right?" We'll pull over and pull out a fucking camera. There'll be somebody dying, and we're gonna record it versus call for help, or if you have the tools to help, do so. Why? Because of prejudgment. So it is what it is, fam. Um, Karma is very important to consider before we act, especially if we've already been observing, you know. What type of karma do you bring? Excuse me. Do you suck the air out the room when you show up? You know, people running the opposite way or groaning under their breath. Oh, here we go. You know? Have you ever thought about why people do that? Why you're not welcomed, warmly welcomed in some places, some venues. You know, why people might be laughing at you versus with you. Have you ever thought about that? At night, when you're by yourself, if you ever are by yourself, if you can stand to be alone long enough, some people can't be alone at all. They can't live with themselves. That's why you have chronic cheaters and stalkers and predators, because these people can't stand themselves for whatever reason. They constantly need outside validation from something, whether it's trying to instill fear in others, self-doubt in others. They're trying to groom you with their misfortunes, their misery. You know, when they can't find anybody in the flesh, they have to come online to do it. Looking for prey, watching to see where that chink in the armor is. Oh, there's one. But when they receive the very same karma that they have provided others with, they can't understand why. Why is this person on my ass? Why is this person stalking me? I don't know. Maybe you should evaluate your past karmic activity. Yeah. There's always a bigger, stronger black bear, grizzly bear in the forest. There's always a more skilled hunter than you, skilled predator. There's always someone somewhere that has stronger tools than you. So you have to be very careful. That's humility, though. You know, that's another something that's void in a lot of these so-called humans among us. There's no humility. And a lot of niggas mistake humility as a weakness, like it's a bad thing. It's we can just say and do whatever the fuck we want to this person. They just laugh it off. No. It's one thing when I'm humble, but when you bring a karmic energy that is not humble, then my energy changes. So whatever energy you deliver shall be reciprocated. I've said that 159 million times, and niggas still have a problem with the way that I respond to them. They don't understand. You say some foul, stupid shit. Guess what? We gonna dance, nigga. There's just something that I just don't respond to, because silence is way stronger sometimes than a response. We all know that. At least we should. But sometimes some people, you know, catch you at the wrong time. You can even be so humble as to say, you know what? I'm just not really down for no bullshit today. So we can get on what we was gonna do, but we can cut the shit today, because I'm just not feeling it today. But they will do and push that fucking boundary anyway. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. So then when you clap back, real fucked up. Well, damn. With that attitude, well, you know what? Had you not produced that energy, you wouldn't be the recipient of it right now. Does that make sense to you? People don't understand it. They feel they have to argue and be the victor of this debate. But you see, they don't want to own their energy. A lot of black females do that. A lot of them do that. They don't even realize, because and then I fault some of them, the ones that have men in their lives, the one that have partners, because their partners never tell them no, because they're afraid that the Gucci gonna get cut off. So they don't really check them the way that your loved one should check you. Your man should be the first one to come tell you out of pocket. Your mouth, you really nasty. And I live with you. So if you being nasty like this, you need to chill out when you get out there. Because that's why we got all this negative karma around us. Because you fucking up. Same thing with your woman. She should be able to check you harder than anybody else about you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all, a lot of people don't think so. But I do. That's the fucking my mama's problem. My dad never told her no. Because he wanted some coochie all the time. So, I mean, it is what it is. They're not going to tell you that. But that's just how nigger shit is. That's how niggerdom works. Dysfunction. If I correct you later, you're going to punish me. That's how nigger relationships go. A lot of people take that to a whole different level. Well, I'm the man. I should be all that shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean spiritually, karmically, for the greater good of the union. Out of respect and balance. That's why you should be able to correct one another. You know what, honey? You went a little too hard there. Pull back up. You ain't gotta go all like that. That's what I mean. People don't get that. So a lot of females come online and think they can talk to empty body the way they talk to their husbands. And I had lots of them come at me crazy. I'm not your husband. I'm not your nigga. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. But why are you tripping? I'm tripping because you tripping. You coming at me all you got this scowl on your grill. It's like, I don't know where that's coming from. So you need to switch hats. You're not wifey no more. Now you homegirl. So all that shit, you erase that, because we ain't married. I'm your homegirl. So you save that energy for your nigga. I ain't do it. Compartmentalize, if you will. Same thing with niggas. They come online and they think they can talk to you like they would talk to their own significant other. That shit flies in your domain only, nigga. If that bounces in your domain, that's cool. That ain't none of my business. But you're not finna come serve up some bullshit to me, because I'm not significant to you, and you ain't significant to me. So you're not finna pop off at me all crazy. Your girl done enabled you to become, a tyrant. And see, me and tyrants don't mix well. So you gonna get hood checked on that. I'm sorry, but you're gonna get hood checked there, because you're not finna talk to me like you talk to your side bitch. Okay, not finna do that. You know, they can't handle the energy that they bring when it's returned. It's a whole nother story. And it can't be refuted. When you indicate their hypocrisy, of course, they gotta attack you another way. Oh, broke bitch. Okay, whatever. You still not gonna talk to me crazy. Fuck you. Okay, now you know you can exit. You know, I'm civilly telling you what's up with me. I don't give a fuck how you talk to anybody else, but with me it's different. And you can't honor that. You having a problem being corrected. So get your ass on somewhere. Get the fuck out my face. And that's how fucking fisticuffs start. You know, when people don't know how to corral their own karmic energy. You're gonna stick around and keep fucking with me. So either I'm gonna pull out a jammy or a blade and we gonna get it in. I'm gonna protect myself and I'm gonna get you to fuck up out my face one way or another. And see, then, you know, gets ugly after that. Because niggas don't know how to be responsible for their own karmic energy. They feel entitled to be able to dump it on others whenever they see fit. And it just don't go down like that all the time. And they say we should police ourselves. How? When you can't even respect the fact that you might get your ass whooped for coming at me crazy. But because I'm a dude, my size dictates that I should be able to shit on you, a black woman, because I feel like it. So then when I wind up counting Tweety birds and shit, now I'm gonna call the popo because I got my ass kicked by a female. Now I'm the victim. I swear, my ex-husband used to do that shit all the time. Whew. That I told him in the beginning, don't fuck with me. You fuck with me, you put your hands on me, you're not gonna like it. You talk shit, yell, scream, do all that. Just don't fucking touch me. Because I'm not gonna touch you. Because I don't like being physically assaulted. So I keeps my hands to myself. Now, if you can't do that, it's not gonna be what you think. Just letting you know. You threatening me? Nope. I'm telling you. I'm just informing you before it gets there. Again, nigga, underestimating a female. You touch me, you touch my fucking hair. Now it's the but they was ready to take my ass to jail. Why? Because he had a fucking fat lip. And oh, and his eye was swole shut. You know, I mean, of course, they gonna want to take me. You see? So karma. Karmic energy. Be careful what you do with it. Because you never know when it comes back around. And it will bite you in your ass. And it doesn't miss anybody's ass. It's not going to go away until you get it, though. Until you get that lesson. You're going to keep reliving the same motherfucking karma. See, now we're going to do it. We're going to try this now. Watch. Mr. Mills, I'm expecting you to behave yourself over here, sir. We ain't gonna have no shit. So karma. Some of us have a little bit more street sense than we do book sense. And sometimes you can be a little bit too deep in the street sense and you're missing out on the formal training you need to balance it out to where it works for you karmically. Goes both ways. It's a spectrum. So I'm just rambling. You know, I'm just a messenger delivering a message. Mike Mills said, you need a co-host, I think, but not a woman. See what I'm talking about, y'all? See this? All the way over here on my little bitty little channel, bringing some karma. Now, it's a number of ways I can respond to that, being that I know who I'm dealing with. But I'm going to be responsible for my karma. And I'm going to let this baby think that he doing something over here. But sometimes he need a little attention. Beat him up so bad over there. So I'm going to let him feel comfortable over here because he need it. This is another one that like to push it, you know. He said it would spice up your show. I'm trying to help. Why the hostilities? They've been beating me up real bad. I agree. See? That message all this the goddamn time that I've been over here. Not one thing sunk in. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Why? Of the karma. The karma that they bring, they can't control it. So they'll take bits and parts and pieces. But their main priority is being a damn wedge, not learning a goddamn thing. So Hallie Taylor said, thank you. It's as if you went into my head and answered questions and thoughts you had no idea about. Seriously, I humbly and meekly say thanks. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, Hallie. But y'all see the chat. Look at this. You need a man to work you over a bit. Do you see this? This is the sickness I'm talking about, y'all. And this is why I let trolls talk sometimes. Because it's a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment. You see how these niggas, I talked up a nigga. You see that? Talked up a nigga here. Just talking about the energy that you bring. Now we done went from the victim. No, we went from the humble role trying to help. In less than a minute, went to the victim. Now he's going to the predator. You see that? See how I just said they like to push it? It's real sad. You know that you can discuss a topic and somebody will come and prove your theory. Come and prove it for you, just like that. Boom. See how karma works? See how they do? And he's hurting, y'all. This is pain talking. Yeah, Hallie, it's like, why? And this is the way that he chooses to spend his energy. You know what I'm saying? This is his choice. So then if he runs into someone else who might be having as bad a day as he is, he already sensitive, see, because just me telling him to behave, he feels I'm hostile, you see. And this is a little act he do. He'll pretend like he got a little sense, then he'll go over to the controversial side and he'll say something real provocative, real, real clandestine. Then he'll play that innocent role. Then he'll jump back to the predator. But he can't help himself. He can't control his own karma, Hallie. Hallie said it was going so informative and the flow was nice. That's what they do, Hunty. They come to disrupt. That's their job, They want your emotions. He wants my emotions. That's what he wants. He's really starving for a connection. That's what it is. And he can't seem to find the tools to get that connection that he wants. That's why they go through so many women sexually. That's why it's easy for them to slut shame women, as he's doing. That's why it's easy. This is the first thing that he reaches for. Some type of connection. He's trying to connect with me on some level, and he can't really find it because he feels like he's the innovator of these words he's just spoken. He feels he's the first one to get this close. I'm gonna get in her chat and I'm gonna tell her she need to get fucked because he can't connect with me. He's trying to see what would make me react, because he did this over on Jamila's channel. He did it on several women. You know, he tried it years ago on the blog talk that we was on. He tried the same thing, doing the same thing, expecting different results. See? So, Hallie, that's just an example. That's just an example. They will show up, hunty. But you can shake a leaf and you'll find a Mike Mills. That's why it's very important. You gotta pay attention to the subtleties. And then it pisses them off because it's like a conquest of sorts. You know, they another notch in their belt. You know, if I can get to her and make her feel as miserable as I do, then I can turn around and laugh. You see? I can make her some type of joke. I can validate my dysfunction. See, look what I did to her. Hallie said, have you been interacting with him for a while? Because I don't know of him until 23. No, I haven't, not really. No. And you can see clearly why. I know of him. I know of him. And don't really want to know much more of what I already know, if that makes sense. So I don't know if you caught the one about genitalia. He's another one that defines his, he needs genital validation. If he can't sexually identify with you as a woman, if he can't get you to agree to that low frequency shit that he does, then you an ugly bitch, you undesirable, you deserve to be raped, and that's what he does. He's not responsible for the energy that he brings. He has absolutely no clue. He's disconnected from his spirit self. It's unfortunate. So, that's how they do. Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't really keep up, but I can say it's been since about 13, about there. Because I know when we were doing the blog talks quite frequently, that's when he's one of the woodwork kind of trolls. Just jumped out of woodwork. And it happened, the same way a lot of these followers do. They have their idol that they follow, they resonate with, and their object of desire. Their idol let them down. They were disappointed in some way by their idol. So then they look for people to take out their frustration on. And 9 times out of 10, a misogynist like this, he looks for women, black women, that he would deem worthy of his wrath. You know what I'm saying? So then they start to groom him. They make a frequent caller or chatter. They chat with you and they come off polite and, seemingly decent. Excuse me. And then they slip in the little, the little dysfunctional comments that you see. This is called basic elementary reverse psychology. And this is all he knows because this is how he was raised, probably, with guilt tactics, shaming tactics, superiority complexes. A lot of narcissism helped develop his personality, you know. And so they begin to model that same behavior as adults, unfortunately. And it went untreated, somebody enabled this behavior. So they think this is their way of lending some type of improvement, to another human being. So that's why I tell people, when you see the signs, run like hell, I'm just letting him talk because he's just exposing himself more and more. He's already one of the main laughing stocks, of this venue. So he has to try to find other people, fresh, fresh victims or whatever. So, yeah. And this is one of the neighborhood villains, like he's that dude in the neighborhood that will watch all the neighbors, and it's mainly just women. He'll come for the women, and he'll find somewhere where he thinks the woman has a weakness, and he's like Joe. He sing this song, "I'll do all the things you man won't do." He's one of those. He likes to steal other people's thunder. So he can't ride off his own merit. He has to downplay, level other people in order to shine. That's what the type of person this troll is. He has no personal qualities that give him the response that he wants. No traits in his character that would even have a woman give him the time of day. Like, I wouldn't even, I don't know, like some people would. I don't think I would, because I would pick up on something that's just not quite right. And this nigga asked me what time it is. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm act like I don't even speak English. I'd be like, hey, me? I'm not even gonna respond to a motherfucker like this in public. And a lot of people tell me, like my daughter, said, "Mom, you so fucking rude." I'm not rude. I am being cautious. Okay. You don't look right. You walking through the airport, and it's a little dark corner over there. You see somebody sitting, you just, "Excuse me, what time is it?" You just keep walking. Like, child. I don't even want to pause to tell you that it's 1:35 p.m. Keep going. Ooh, that's how Mr. Mills is. He just can't behave himself. He don't have no respect for himself or other people. It's one. These is one. Hallie, this is one that will never get it. Unfortunately, he will not ever get it. He won't ever get it. The lessons that he has not learned will just continue to repeat themselves, and he's going to continue to change the subject, like what we see here. I was saying that earlier. Deeply deluded in denial So much so, they just change the subject. You know, when you call their attention to something, that's how they do. They just change the subject. And it's usually, you know, very low frequency, common, mundane shit. You know, a guy that cannot stop talking about his genitals, you know, it's no different than the female that's always talking about hers, you know. It's no different. You still a whore. You still promiscuous. You still have no spiritual value. That's just the way it is. The truth is the truth, and nobody ever really instilled that in this particular individual. Unfortunate. So he just never connected with his soul. He doesn't feel like that's important. Yet he can't understand why he's just miserable the way that he is. Can't understand it. You know. So with these types, you know, we got to let him and the others like him just fuck each other up. Like, you know, can't say these. These, you know, we just have to throw some fairy dust on them from a distance, you know, and just toss some raw meat over the wall so they can eat. And sit a bucket of soapy water outside the gate so they can wash up. That, you know, can't really do much for them. So it's real sad. You see how he having a conversation with himself? You see this? Just have his own little world going on there, you know? So we can go ahead on back to what we were doing. So, and this is a persistent one, Hallie. He'll go get Mike Mills 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 4, and 5, and come back. Hallie said this falls under the information you gave out earlier. However, now I can see what you go through. Ow. Look, this business, spirituality, you know, we attract all kind of energy, you know. And I made a mistake. That's why I talk about my past experiences, try to share it and help. And I really do hope it helped, because I was a little bit too open at first. You know, I wasn't real hippie, like, oh, everybody love, and child. These niggas came out of everywhere. They just needed some love, honey. And I'm like, child, we can't. We gotta do something different now. Because, you know, kindness, you can't be kind to people like him. You'll wind up dead. And that's no joke. This is somebody who has the capacity to kill you. He will kill you. That's just the reality of it. You know, 100 women an hour are abused domestically from an intimate partner. See what I told you, Hallie? Look, Mike Mills roast and real talk, and he thinks this is like it's like middle school. You know, told you he was coming back. But yeah, they, I lost my train of thought. Attract all kinds. Yeah. So, I had to push them boundaries out a little bit more, because karma is fucked up. And, with some people, they don't know the difference between someone trying to be kind versus romantic interest. This is how he is. He's been taught to objectify anything that is not attached to his body. And it's with, it doesn't matter who. See, he has no real rhyme or reason for what he's doing. It's a random occurrence. I didn't get this bitch last time. And then this motherfucking bitch had the nerve to make a comment, make a video, or talk about me. So I'm going to use that and anything else I can to try to derail her. On top of the shit that she talking about, whatever little snippet that I caught hold of her saying didn't resonate well with me. So now I'm going to go in her chat and fuck with her. That's how they do it. I see him in the black sector, and I don't think he would come for the likes of you like this. I didn't think he would. Yes, he came under the channel. This is all, honey, it don't matter. They got 25 channels. You already know that, though. That's all they do over there in that little section of fuckery, That's why I encourage, especially women, examine before you go talking, even just in passing. Be careful. It's a shame. What we do, this side of this rape culture, and it's worse now because of who we have on high. Women must be careful when you speak to certain males. Be careful. Even just in kindness, passing, common courtesy, be careful. You can't give them too much eye contact. You can't smile too big. You can't be smiling at somebody else and turn around because they're going to think you smiling at them. I mean, you got to be careful, honey. And I know it sounds funny, but it's true. It's true. It's a different breed of nigga these days. Now, here, you can't just tell them to buzz off because they really truly believe that means that you're interested. It really does. There go another one, Hallie. 4. See, did I tell you come with 4? Then 2 gonna be next. Watch. You're not gonna be satisfied. They love views, honey. Any attention is better than no attention. They love it. They can't stand to be ignored. So they'll do whatever they can do to make you tangle back and forth. They trick these women on there all the time. I've just hurt my heart, to see how they pass around these women and make them the butt of a joke, like a locker room gag, you know? These are the ones that don't ever mentally and spiritually evolve. It's really, it's a sight to see. You don't know if you should laugh or cry. And that's how another way I know that, you know, the message don't resonate with this nigga. He's so focused on the messenger. See? And look, he getting more mad now because I won't fight with him. Look, watch. 5. I was wrong. It was 5 that time. He came with 5. Now he's gonna come back with 2. It is weird, Hallie. It is weird. This has been going on off and on. This behavior you see here been going ongoing sporadically, I should say, not ongoing, sporadically for 4 years. 2013, like you indicated, ongoing. Couple of years, then it pulled back. Couple of years, you know. And then the only reason why he's over here is because I might be one of the only one live right now. You know, that might be one of the reasons why. Because not many, you know, live things going on lately. Kind of dig, you gotta kind of dig for some live. So naturally, all 952 channels of his is subscribed to mine. And he just goes through to see who lied. If he's blocked, if he's not blocked, then he'll start. And anybody in their right mind, you know, oh, when I fuck with her under this thing here, you know, I done proved her point. So I'm going to have her block me, then come back under a different one and keep going. Allie said, what does he want to debate you on? Just curious. He doesn't really want to debate me. That's a ploy. That's a ploy. He want me to come on his show so he can have 5 or 6 other niggas on there. And then start asking me under the guise of an interview. Start asking me personal questions. And then when I refuse to answer them, or if he says, well, this I've done my research on you, you know, your work, whatever it is on your channel, your content, is this true, or how do you feel about that? He'll start off with what you call introductory questions. Then he'll start trying to pry, you know, inject me into a bunch of bullshit and drama, make false accusations, interrupt me in mid-sentence and turn it around, deflect, you know, so that they can make a fool out of me. That's what he want to try to do. He doesn't want to debate. That bait and switch. You know, and he's done that to a few other females and males. And usually it's the same subject, the same person, you know, fall for the same trick. And he wasn't able to, like I said, defy or debunk us on the blog talk shows. You know, he couldn't get past the barrier. You know, he couldn't scale the wall on blog talk. So now he's trying it again in another way. You know, then he'll back off a little bit for a while and watch. You know, see if I'm cool with so and so, see if I get down with so and so, see who I don't like, if we have common enemies, you know, trying to get you to talk about folk behind their back and save the messages, record any conversations, and then expose me because I said something bad about somebody else, and just middle school shit. That's all they do. That's it. He don't know how to debate. You know, he barely, as we can see, he barely know how to communicate. You know, in a civilized fashion. Alex said, I noticed the mean something guy and the other one didn't act this way in your last hangout. That's my vibe, yeah. Mean, that's my brother from another mother. That's my sweetheart. And yeah, the other, a Silent J Mister is another sweetheart. Who else comes by? It's a couple of real sweet guys that I know of. Mean, I know personally. He's very close to me. The other ones are, I think they just watch every time, and we have a good vibe. We talk, chat a little bit. You know, they seem like decent brothers, you know. And that's my vibe too. I love well-rounded people, you know, who like to just vibe out. You know, it don't have to be nothing specific. Unfortunately, you know, Mr. Mills, he can't do that. He has a dominance issue. He likes to control everything, and that's why, you know, many of his streams are so, you know, so much of the same. You know, he has no new content, so he has to find new victims, and he can't really just have a conversation. It has to go his way. And when he doesn't get what he wants out of it, then he discards you, like most predators do. You know, once they're done with you, they either kill you or send you back to where the fuck you came from. You know. And that's the scary part, because you never know when he's gonna snap. And if you don't, if you in the wrong place at the wrong time with this one, he just might carry you off somewhere, you know, and beat it out of you, or you know, force you to provide what he wants. Sex, because that's what predatorial people do with sex. It's about power, domination, and control. Has nothing to do with gratification. You know, and you seen it. You see it in the chat. You know, everything had a domineering undertone to it. You see? Hallie, so very low vibrational, but I don't like the disrespect he's giving you. Like you're some twerking freak. I can't be cool with that, so I just have to ignore. Yeah, it's best to ignore it. It is, because it's just, you know, it's a catch-22. Because when we ignore it, it's almost like enabling it, and then on the other hand, it just gives us more peace, where we don't have to tangle with that bullshit and try to help them figure themselves out. You know, it's kind of bittersweet. I feel you. I really feel you because that's why I just do these general things here. And if you want a personal reading or something like that, then we'll do that. But I can't really see, honey. I'm with you. I observe it. I take from it what I know and confirm to know. Something very rarely I learn anything new about niggas like that is the same shit. So now I know who the fuck he is. That's just it. What the fuck else we got to talk about? Not a goddamn thing. The fuck we gonna debate about? How fucked up you are? I don't want to fuck with you. That they don't get it. Same thing with Beta, bouncing Beta baby boy Beasley. You you come all crazy, and act like a fucking fool. Then you want to come just chat it up with me. Get your motherfucking ass out my face. It ain't even really that serious, hunty. I don't take the garbage out to bring it back in the fucking house. You know? But they call that angry. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't fuck with you. You know? Why waste my anger on something so fucking useless? That's the first thing niggas reach for. Why you mad? I'm not mad. I'm just not. I'm not stimulated by you. What the fuck? Bye. It is what it is. Goddamn. Flashing your dick and bragging on your fucking crotch is not gonna improve your chances. I'm just not I'm not built like most of these people online. They come online for a specific reason. A lot of them need that connection and validation. I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. Now, when someone indicates to me they connect with me, then I care. On a real level. We're growing towards something here. We got a connection. We get vibe. Okay, cool. But I don't give a fuck about a Mike Mills. You know what I'm saying? What he think, what he feel, how I make him feel. I don't give a fuck. A lot of women need that validation from anywhere they can get it from. Oh, he over here talking shit about women. I'm gonna show him I'm not the hoe that he just ran into. I'm different. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm like every other bitch or not. I don't care. So why do you feel you need to make me be aware of how the fuck you think about me when I don't give a fuck? That's some sick shit to me. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. That's it. We ain't got no more else to discuss. Bye. I'm going to hold the door open so you can leave. Listen, I've had an encounter with that one, and I felt sorry for him. Beasley, yeah. That's a different. That's interesting because he's very ill. Beasley's going through a lot personally, and it's scary. When you have serious medical issues, it is very scary. No matter how much money you make, how good your doctors are, you pay for the best team of caregivers. It still does something to your psyche. And when you're hurting and you don't know how to express it or translate it, you lash out. Especially when you don't have a lot of support, a lot of emotional support, a lot of spiritual support to help you understand what you're going through, the changes in your moods and all of that too. It's a lot to navigate through. And it's unfortunate that, you know, he chooses to express his pain the way that he does, but that's just the way it is. That's how we process when we don't have tools to say, look, I'm hurting, I'm going through a lot of shit. I need you know, I need a baba to come in and show me how to chant this shit up off me. You know, you don't have that humility, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have the humility to truly know when to submit yourself to the spirit. You suffer, much like Mike Mills and the rest of them too. They're suffering and they're in denial, so they change the subject. We focus on other things outside of what our priorities should be to distract us, and that's really detrimental in a lot of cases, because we need to be focusing on ourselves, healing ourselves, our issues, versus being online fucking with people. I know at 50 something, I wouldn't feel my life is over. I'd be like, it's something we can do that we ain't found yet. Even if I spend the rest of my healthy time looking for a way to get better, I'd rather do that than be on here wasting away, just waiting to die. Especially in my 50s now. I'm not too far away myself. You know, I'm just what they say, a hen peck away from 50 myself. So I'm, you know, the majority of my time spent online, you know, is trying to undo the goddamn damage that the fuck I did. You know? Allie said, I'm glad you're telling me this. I feel at peace by not going. Yeah. You know, I want you to preserve your energy for something that's way more important than snapping off on this fucking faceless nigga. You know, that ain't worth it. Not worth it. As a matter of fact, we gonna do this here. Now you done got a little leverage up on them, Hallie. You got that wrench, girl. So you take your little pretty finger, and whenever you see some shit you don't like, you go ahead and click on that button, whichever button you want to click. You want to put that ass in timeout, you want to put them out, whatever. We have fun with it. They come in there and talk shit, you do whatever the fuck you want. You boot them. They make a big deal of that wrench too. I don't know why. Ooh, I want to be a moderator. I don't know. But yeah, you know, every blue moon you might need to release something. You know, you never know. You may gonna have a bad day out there on the front line. You come home, you done been bludgeoned by life, and you just need to unload. You just let them have it. Just break their ass up and down, and then you feel better. You know, you will. I'm done. Thank you. I'm glad you was there for me to eat your ass up. Then you move on. You good. You don't have to do it no more. Every blue moon I do it. Sometimes you just gotta just tear into somebody's ass. Why not better somebody who likes the abuse, who wants to be abused? Why not? They welcome it. You begging me to walk your damn dog. You begging me to ring your fucking bell. So I have had a day, and I'm gonna come over here since you want to pick with me. Then you know what? Let's do this. Yeah. And then you feel better. You done let that toxic shit out, and you move on, do whatever you gotta do, get that done in a peaceful manner. And see, they don't understand that. You know, they just want you to be pissed right along with them. And they want you to keep coming back for the same abuse that they want to give you. So then they feel superior. Oh, yes, I got this. She's hooked now. And then they say what? You stalker. You keep coming over here trying to cuss me out. You know? That's why. When it ain't no traffic if you stay in your own lane. You know? Didn't no one in their right mind heard me ask neither one of them niggas for shit. Not a goddamn thing. You see the entitlement that they have? You should be able to. I think so. Can you do that on a mobile device? I think you can do that on a mobile device. Some of them. I know on my Android I can. I am able to, but it depends on if you have. I think a tablet you can do it. Some cell phones you can do it. I'm certain about the Samsung. I know that. All versions of the Samsung, you can do that. You would have to go to the desktop version, though, of YouTube. Once you get on your mobile device, you'll go to the desktop version of YouTube. You come on in the chat there, and then you can do your moderator quality, whatever that is. That's how I do it. But yeah, you know, didn't nobody ask these niggas for help on a goddamn thing. And you see the entitlement that, well, I'm coming to help you. Didn't nobody ask you for shit. Now, had you said, may I make a suggestion? That shows me that you have a little bit of respect for other people. I'm not just going to inject my snideness in here. I'm going to be humble because I'm on someone else's forum. You know, not even common decency and respect and civility. You know, tells a lot about a nigga versus a man. A lot about a nigga. You don't want to fuck with a nigga like that that don't have no civility. That was what, about 10 minutes of bullshit? 5-10 minutes he was in here, could not control himself. You see? And they wonder why they call him, you know, he wonders why they call him a goddamn monkey. I'm just rambling, y'all, you know? I'm just talking. But you know, that goes along with the standard. The standard, strengthening those standards. We just have to accept that we can't get along with every fucking body. Everybody ain't for us to get along with. Call it whatever you want. Stuck up, call it whatever you want. Conceited, prudish, selective, picky, call it whatever the fuck you fucking feel like. I don't get along with everybody because I know I ain't for everybody, because everybody don't like to be honest with themselves or each other because they crave too much attention. And I don't want to be friends with somebody just because they want my goddamn attention or I need their attention. That's not why the fuck you supposed to connect with people. I've had females do the same shit, you know, have a damn emotional meltdown because my attention was not fully uninterrupted focused on them. Soon as it shifted, I ain't shit. You know, but you can focus on you and do you and be busy and all caught up and sporadically contact me. It's cool. You got a life. I understand. When the situation turns around, it's a whole nother fuck you. That's what I'm, whole nother ball game. So fuck you. What's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Fuck you. I don't need that shit. I know what I need and I can express my needs to the other person in the capacity of the relationship that we have. If we're friends and we're close, then 9 times out of 10, I really don't have to explain myself too deep because you already damn know me. If we're growing to know each other, then I might need to elaborate a little more so you can kind of understand and we can get on the run with each other. You explain to me, I explain to you. Now we on the run. So now I know the boundaries and I know if I love you, I'm not going to cross them because I'm trying to earn your trust organically. That people these niggas don't get it. They don't want to get it. They like abuse. They like being abusive. You know? So sometimes I think, what the fuck you like? You want to come over here fucking with me? I can channel my ex-husband and I will take you for a ride and I'll make you think you was him. I will go flashback to a wretched moment in time and I'll take all that shit out on you. And then turn around and smile like nothing happened and laugh in your fucking face while you're trying to think of how many more bitches you want to call me. I do. Just old, antiquated, stupid shit. That's all it is. And they don't like being called out. That's another thing, Hallie, that they don't like is when you expose them and you see it. You don't have to make a big parade about it. You just know. They know that you know. You know what I'm saying? That's why he brought his ass back over here about 12 times. Stupid. And the first one to call somebody dumb or slow or a bitch or a hoe. And he running around hoeing for attention from people that he know don't want to fuck with him. Now, how makes sense? You feel me? I go where I'm celebrated, not goddamn tolerated. So I'm not gonna go on a damn venue where I know the person does not think highly of me. You know? Why subject myself to the shit that might happen from the host or from the people in the damn chat? Stupid. But yeah, Hallie, that all of that there. Mm-mm. You don't want to fuck with that. It's just, it's so unfortunate. Because our people, we have so much to offer. You know, that Mike Mills, he has some talents. He's a talented nigga. Now, if he can transform the nigga into a man, then, you know, I think it would be so beautiful. I'm put it that way. So got the talent and the nigga. The talented niggas just don't. It's not quite as beautiful, you know. When you have talented men, that's beautiful. It's very beautiful. So yeah, that karma, you know, you got to be careful. You got to watch that karma that we bring. Watch how we treat people, whether it's in private or in public. And it's never too late to balance out the book sense and the common sense. We're never too old to learn something new. Definitely not too good to be reminded and refreshed. Even if you think because you older than somebody else, that means you have got to know more or have more experience in something than someone else, which is clearly not true at all. Because I personally have learned a lot from my young ones, opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. Hallie said, attention starved, shaking my head. He could just stay on his channel and I don't care what they think about me. I know that's right. Keep your ass over there. This boring over there. That's why they don't want to keep their motherfucking they bored. They don't even like their own damn, you know. Stay your ass over there. They don't want to be by themselves. That's why they bring their ass over here and other places that they know they're not welcome. You see, try to make them feel welcome. Couldn't even do it for 5 minutes and be civilized. Niggas, you see? That entitlement. I'm gonna come in here. I'm the king of YouTube. You seen them type it? King of YouTube. I can say whatever the fuck I want to her. She letting me type in here. I bet you he had an orgasm because I read his comment out loud. I bet you some lunch, Hallie. I'm take you to lunch. If he did not have a skeet fest, type it in my chat. But you owe me lunch if he had the big old coming over here fucking with us. We got a bet. These are scared little boys, you know. Something did not gel. They were terrified at some point in life. Scared of loss, scared of being not having control over their life, their safety, their existence. That's why they act like that now as grown men, controlling. That's a weak trait in a person, male or female. It's not gender specific. Men get a heavier rap, the worst side of being abusers, because they're stronger physically. That's why they look like such monsters. However, it's some abusive, horrible, deplorable, malignant bitches out there that's worse than I think some men are when it comes to domineering, abusive shit they do. You know, I walked in them shoes a little bit with my ex. I had to be a damn abuser, you know. Didn't feel good, you know. To look at somebody who you started off getting along with pretty well, and it evolves into who they really are underneath all that act. And then you find yourself in a position where you have to physically injure this person that you done spent so much time with. It's not a good feeling. Did I laugh at the fact that I gave his ass a fat lip? Yep. That only lasted a fleeting moment. That I looked at, I was like, damn, you know what? We've been through too much to be doing this shit now. And you know, you always go, who are you? Who is this? I don't know you no more. We need to rethink that. Recondition to your mind to think this is who you really are. After we done spent all this time together, that wasn't who you really are. This is who you really are. We can't say the person changed. They didn't motherfucking change. They didn't change. That's who they are. Because when I pointed that out to him, my ex, I said, we haven't changed. This is who we really are. Because you dropped the damn costume finally. Even though I've been telling you all along, this, you know, drop the act. You know, stop faking the funk, because you know goddamn well this is not who you really are. I see it, but you too much of a coward to show me who you really are, because you know that's gonna fuck up your chances in the long run. That's why people put on a show for so long. And you keep this little too good to be true now. You mean tell me you don't get angry, you don't punch a pillow, you don't slam a door, you don't throw a glass up against a wall, you don't get angry, nigga? I'm really gonna be careful around you now, you know, because if and when you do, whether it's by me or somebody else, I don't want to be in the line of fire, because I know it's gonna be ugly. That's how I think. And that's pretty much how it went down with my ex. It's like this motherfucker too got, okay, I'm being real careful. And it was minute little shit that would make him pop off eventually. And I'm like, okay. Now I see what this is turning into. And because I wouldn't go, he couldn't groom me and program me all the way. He couldn't get me all the way in the pocket. That's where the turmoil was. Because I wouldn't just take that final leap and just totally give him my whole entire soul. He couldn't have that. So he began the nice nasty cycle that abusers do, even after years and years and years of attempting to mentally and psychologically groom me. It just wasn't working. He had checkers, I had chess pieces. So when it was time to snatch that motherfucking queen, he got tired. He was like, you know what? This bitch ain't going. She ain't buying none of these tactics. None of these fucking lures is working. I can't bait this fucking hook good enough for this bitch. So I'm gonna have to beat it out of her. And he underestimated this 6 foot tall, 160-pound frame. He did. And when you operating from a place of rage, which is much more intense than anger, you a dangerous motherfucker. So when the rage came out, the end result was a swollen eye shut and a fat lip. And a couple teeth may have been missing too. I don't even know. And I had to address that rage too. I couldn't just let it simmer because it's toxic. And I wasn't going to let him kill me slow or quick. And then I had to strengthen my standards. And when that nigga left, I had a party. So, did my question come through? I like your realness and never ask anyone on YouTube questions, but I'm not prideful, so needed to ask. Oh, I don't mind at all. I think so. One of them did. I only got one question about the mobile device, hosting on a mobile device. What do we call it? Moderating. I didn't get the other ones yet. And I'm out here in the boondocks too, so it might come through later. Signal is lagging. But yeah, I had to address that rage and unpack so that I wouldn't affect other people that were new coming into my life. That's another reason why I'm kind of a recluse, a hermit, because I feel deeply. And if I'm going through something very deep and very, very important, something acute that needs my undivided attention, I'm not going to fuck with too many people until that situation is turning around. When I start to feel better about it and things are healing, then I might invite you back in. But I don't like to dump my shittiness on other people. That's just not me. If I'm going through something and it's not pleasant, I'm gonna let you know I'm going through something. It's not pleasant. So if I'm not my normal self, please forgive that. It's not you, it's me. I'm gonna tell you, I'll be honest. But then don't get pissed if you push it and I fuck up and get in your ass and I done already warned you. You didn't heed to the fucking warning. That means you're not listening. And if you're not listening, that means you don't give a fuck. And if you don't give a fuck, that means you're selfish. So I don't want to fuck with you if my issue that is important to me does not have some type of respect from you to see that this is a priority of hers. So let me respect that and move around until she get things together. Then I come back with my request or my whatever. See, niggas always want something from you when you going through something real heavy. And then when you can't provide it, that's the excuse to try to shit on you. You know, you can be bloody with one arm dangling from the last artery in your shoulder, you know, but they gonna ask you to help them kickstart their fucking motorcycle. Nigga, do you see my arm dangling from my fucking shoulder? I'm bleeding to death. You gonna ask me to use my fucking good arm? Really? I know a lot of people like that. They don't give a fuck what you going through. You can be laid up in the bed almost dead, and they gonna call you with some bullshit. What's wrong with you? I'm sick. I told you that I've been sick all week. Why you think I haven't been answering the phone? Why you ain't answering the phone? Really, nigga? Click, block, fuck you. You know, we gotta be careful of that shit. Are you still entertaining people who don't give a fuck about you? Really? When the shit hit the fan? It's just you, and you hold it down yourself. You don't have a safety net of family, friends, cousins, and aunties and shit to help pick you back up. But somehow, some way, you got motherfuckers around you who always coming to you because they always stumbling and falling, and you got to manage to keep yourself up as well as help them pick themselves back up. Yeah. Selfish. You know, a lot of abusers like Mike Mills are very selfish. Like Beta Beasley, very abusive. You know, even in the introductory stages, they think that passive aggressive comments toward females is a joke. That's just, oh, I'm just playing with you. Well, I'm not a goddamn toy, so stop playing with me. I didn't come with a goddamn fucking remote like a fucking PS4. I'm not a goddamn game. The fuck you playing with me for? You just need you some dick. Why? What's that gonna do? Give me herpes or the clap? The fuck I need your fucking spiritually infected disease dick for? What's that gonna help? So you can release like a fucking toilet? You know? So all they know how to do is talk about what they dick can do. And it ain't much. Because they don't have much to offer from their damn spirit self. So what you think they're gonna come through? What you think gonna come through their dick? Shooting blanks. That's it. Hallie said, do I give someone I respected a third chance to redeem herself because her actions don't match her speech? Oh, that's a good question. Well, that depends. You got to kind of gauge where you are with this person. Now, I'm picking up that your patience is a little bit short with this person already. So, if it's causing you a liability in your life by being connected with this person who's conflicted, I would say cut it. If you feel the friendship can evolve beyond the one-sided stuff, then I would give her another chance. That's how I would do it. I know you said once a mistake, twice a choice, and instinct says, okay, there you go. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, and run. You know, that nowadays, you already know. You already know what I'm going to say. Nowadays, you got to hurry up and skedaddle because, you know, you give them an inch, they take 100 miles now. You know, and you a lady, you're a classy lady, so you already know how to make that exit. You already know how to do that. However, my compassion still holds up for her. Should I follow my first instinct? Yeah, if instinct tells you to walk, yes, auntie, put on your cutest yoga shoes and walk, child. You know, but you can still compassion for her from over there, way over there. You know, shoot her some good energy. You know, get her a nice mantra, chant it for her for about a week. Send her some good energy, you know, and move on. You know, just my life is going in a different direction now. I love you, and it's nothing personal. Everybody that dress up for the party is meant to get in the door. No, you don't want to be an enabler either. You know, I've done that, enabled folk, because my heart, I'm just like, oh, I don't want nothing bad to happen to this person, and I think I need to be around to make sure, just in case. You know, and you get stuck and get sucked in and shit. And you're like, oh God, I should have left a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, you can be compassionate from way over there. You don't gotta be, because the game has changed, man. You can't give people the benefit of the doubt no more. Once they trip, you know, you like, oh, see, now that was fucked up. If they don't make the effort to correct it within themselves, not necessarily with you, but to correct that behavior and change that habit, replace it with something better, it's not worth it because they're going to keep doing the same shit. You're very welcome. My pleasure. You know, if you need a reading, hunty, you already know we can do that. Whenever you're ready. No pressure. Just hit up that inbox and let me know. We'll work through it. It's about living your greatest good. You know, you want to have your level of compassion, but at the same time, you know, that's a gift. Your compassion onto others, no matter who you are, is a gift. Just like respect is earned. You don't just hand out respect. Oh, here you go. I respect you. We. You have to have a reason that's worth it to be compassionate because they appreciate it, they cherish it, and they reciprocate it. You know, if you forever feeling, oh my God, I got to go and help and do and support and love and listen and cry, and it's very rarely reciprocated. It's like, honey, I gotta go. I love you, but I can't keep doing this now. I'm running out of damn tissue. I need to have some tissue for me. if I need it, you know. But we got to, we do. Gotta be careful when how we dish out compassion, just like love. Everybody deserves love. It's what we do to get it that kind of throws us off a little bit. We gotta be careful what we do to get what we want. Allie said, yes, you're right, because she brags about her behavior. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot, that's a lot like what Mike Mills do. And Beasley, I'm here to troll. That's what the fuck I do. I'm here to fuck with people. I'm the king of roasting. Really? Okay. All right. Well, let me just sidestep the king of roasting, and do a double step around the self-proclaimed troll. Let me, just navigate around that there. Get back in my lane and we cool. I don't want no traffic over here with that shit. Bragging about that, yeah. It's yeah. Because it's true. Like the elders, I remember in my family, my dad's aunts and stuff. So that would make them my great aunts. They was firecrackers. And I think that's where I inherited from, because I loved being around them. They was some dangerous ladies, boy. They was tight. Okay. They would always be like, you got to follow your first mind. That's what they would always say. Follow your first mind. They kept it real, all the way real. Gotta follow that first mind, honey. It's so simple, but to people bragging about their behavior and shit like that, they always say, I'll show you better than I can tell you. They only did a lot of talking and discussion amongst themselves. It's about 5 or 6 of them. And when I was coming up, they was kind of teaching me little stuff, kitchen witch stuff, little stuff about cartomancy and reading dominoes and plucking chicken and all those things that you learn in the kitchen. How to make a hot toddy, all that shit. They say you follow your first mind. Stay in your lane. They were saying that way back in the 70s. Stay in your lane. Allie said, LOL, and it's really not getting them anywhere. That's true. It's all about me, me, me. So how do you feel? If you could peek into their life, just a quick snippet, if they behave this way online, some of this trickles off into their personal lives. Because a lot of people speak their true mind in jest. They come online and fuck around, but they really, truly feel and are committed to what they say and what they do. That's really part of who they really are, what you see on here. So I don't know anybody, really a woman of any caliber, really want to fuck with somebody like that. I'm just being for real. There's somebody for everybody. Now I'm just saying certain types of women really ain't gonna fuck with no nigga like Mike Mills in real life. Once they see how he behaves on YouTube. You know, you bump into this nigga in real life, you better have a loaded damn gun. That's all I'm saying. I was saying, oh my God, you just explain without knowing it. That's why I treat her that way, because she's my elder. Yeah, and that's enough. Ooh, it's hard. It is. But you know, one thing I learned through dealing with my narcissistic mother, after we grow into women as daughters and sons, we're gonna bump into other elder women with them same narcissistic traits because they were raised much like we were. However, they're more the age of our parents. They're closer to their age. So they expect the same thing out of you that they would out of their children. You know? And what sometimes we have to remind them of is, now, you didn't birth me, number one. Number two, even if you did birth me as your daughter, I'm still grown. I'm a grown child. I'm your grown daughter. So the universe has now given me womanhood, and just like you want your womanhood respected, I deserve the same respect, especially if I've earned it, if I have not disrespected you in any form. Just because I'm your junior does not give you ample entitlement to be disrespectful. You're an old bitch, you know. I'm just, you know, you're gonna respect me as a woman, and I'm gonna respect you as a woman. Being my elder, there's a little bit of leeway there. However, you're not gonna just diss me and dismiss me like that. You're not gonna do that. That's what a lot of elder women, females, get it twisted a little bit. They think, oh, I got a daughter about your age, so then they can just kind of rattle shit off carelessly, recklessly, like, wait, whoa, wait a minute now. Respect is given where it's earned. Now, you can't just talk shit now. I just recently had an experience like that with a acquaintance. You know, she felt like she could pop off and say crazy shit, and because I clapped back and she couldn't take the energy that she produced, that somehow made her the victim. And what she said and what I said was matched. Like, she said some real foul shit, and I said some real foul shit back. Wasn't no worse. I could have made it worse. I usually do. As a Virgo, I got a smart ass mouth. But it was the same fucked up way. So she didn't like what she gave, so fuck it. You feel like it's worth it to flush our connection because you didn't like this conversation? Fuck you. You did? Because clearly it was fake up until this point. So if we can't get past the disagreement, which most black bitches can't do, women do. Bitches can't. The moment you disagree with them, the friendship is over. Fuck them. They never was really starting to be your friend. You weren't growing a friendship anyway. Allie's not right. I've never disrespected her and won't. I'll slip and just let go. Yeah, see, that's how grown women do. We just let go. Silent, classy, peaceful. We just duck off into the cut and move on. If anybody else bring it up without chat, that chapter is closed for business. Moving on, happy, peaceful. The other bitch ain't gonna let you do that. She gonna, why you over there talking shit to Pookie about me? You don't talk to me no more. I ain't heard from you. Why you ain't called me? You can't explain why the friendship or acquaintanceship no longer will work, because that's another emotional outburst. The bitch gonna have a damn meltdown because you tell her some of her personality traits are just not jiving with yours. They're gonna make it about you. I'm just telling the truth. A lot of people don't want to hear that. I'm not, like, okay, well, let's make an example. Married to Medicine. Look at Toya. And then look at Quad. Dr. Jackie. We got a wide array of people, different personality types. And then we have the one that she calls herself the Queen Bee. A couple of seasons ago, the Queen Bee was told many times over that she's a professional victim. It wasn't until she saw herself in action, then she began to kind of alter how she responded to people when she would throw shade. And that's a lot of Southern women too. I've learned that growing up. A lot of Southern females don't like to receive shade, but they toss a lot of this damn shade. And they expect you to overlook it because they want you to act out in public. You see, they do the shit in public. A woman, we just stop fucking with that group of people. You see? Where Angie go? Oh, well, you know what? Y'all, I love you. Merry Christmas. And I'm out. Where you going? That's okay. That's what a woman do. That bitches, you can't just exit gracefully and let it be done, over with. Because they're going to text each other, lie, make up some shit, text you, do all that extra shit, and they have it worse than what it was before it started. That's why I stopped fucking with my own damn sister. Because you can't explain shit to her about herself. She don't want to hear, got nothing. She feels I'm your older sister, so I can pry, I can lie, I can manipulate, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do to you. And you better not resist in any way. And that's dangerous. Because that's slavery. That's goddamn bondage. That's subjecting me to servitude. And I'm not your motherfucking slave. Hallie said exactly, because women handle things properly. Wish them love and happiness. I didn't like what I heard said to you in a chat once, but felt the two women can handle it how they see fit. No gossip for me. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I do. And I'm not bragging, but it's true. I've had it confirmed. A lot of women are intimidated by me. Just like that nigga Mike Mills is intimidated by me. Beta Beasley, I can go on and on. And it's not because I'm a bully or I got it so like whatever. I don't even realize it until somebody tell me. You know, because I have a strong personality, a strong opinion. You know, I try to stick to the facts, and I'm just not gonna go back. I don't get emotional. Like, you can tell a woman her slip is showing. Now she'll blow up and have a fucking fit. Back in the day, about 10 years ago, you tug off to your sister, slip is showing. And she'll go, oh, and you help her pin it back up. You know, you can't talk to women now. So they already have this preconceived notion in their mind about you because of what they heard or whatever they picked up along the fly because they don't pay attention to shit. So they automatically think, oh, she's a bitch. She just did. She don't. I listen to her videos. Yeah, she did. Blah, blah, blah. And they've already gassed themselves up. So the only thing to think that, you know, their knee-jerk reaction when they see me or running cross paths with me is to attack. There the bitch go, bitch. You know. So they say stupid shit, you know, in chat or in a video or whatever. And then later down the line, they get enough courage to come creeping back around. Very seldom. Come back, you know, I'm sorry, I misjudged you, blah, blah, blah. Or they just treat me real sweet, which is their indirect way of saying what they really want to say because they're too damn pride full of it. Because they fucked up, listened to some damn gossip and got the wrong 411. You know. LOL, my older sister's a Virgo and I'm a Leo, so telling me what to do is out. Okay. Mine is a Libra. You know, lying ass bitch. She on the back end of Libra though. You know, and just I don't know what's happening with this. This says I'm still streaming. I don't know. I hope. Can y'all hear me? I don't see me. Start it over.